Hey, hello everybody, welcome to the channel. Tom here, T&BH Gaming. Guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are in Out of Ore, and we're going to start a new season because there's been some changes. I'm in the beta, so but there's some new equipment, and there's power now, and that you have to power your conveyors and your hoppers and all that stuff, and there's a couple new things in here. There's a new inline, I think it's an inline smelter, so we'll take a look at it. I started recording this, and I got a work phone call, and I had to answer it. And when I came back, I pushed stop record instead of unpause. So we're just gonna start it over. Uh, so I'm gonna go single player, and I'm just gonna load the game because there was the save. I'm just gonna get rid of those two, and we'll start fresh with this one. Get out of that music before I get a strike, and get this game going. Oh, there we are, loaded up in the game. Let's get our single person view. So what I had started to do was I wanted to start digging right in here, and I'm going to dig, instead of just going tunneling straight through there, I'm just going to go down at an angle and just keep going down and keep going down. We'll have to buy some concrete to be able to do it, but we should be able to get this pay dirt to make a good bit of money. So but first I wanted to go through again done this once, but go through the stuff that's new. So the vehicles, I really don't think there's anything new uh, that I can see. It's just, yeah, it's all the same vehicles. Other than you got a asphalt paver. I don't know if you guys might not have seen that yet, but it's an asphalt paver. You can put asphalt in it, and you could actually build a road. So that was kind of new. Uh, let's see. I don't think there was anything else. But while we're in here, we're going to go ahead and grab our front end loader. So I always get this one. I always start out with this one. It's got quite a bit of power, and the bucket's kind of big. It's a lot bigger than the other ones. It costs even more. Um, but the fuel usage is, and that's why the other ones cost more, because the fuel usage on this one's 55, and I think the fuel usage on the other one is like 18 an hour. So it's got less fuel usage, but it also has a bigger tank on this one. So we're gonna buy this one because I'm gonna need it. So we'll get out of the vehicles. The buildings, like I said, quest buildings. I think there's some missing. I think there was more than this before, but I don't remember. But anyway, workbenches. So with the workbenches, of course, you got your oil derrick, which is the same old oil derrick. You can get water and oil and fuel from it. I think I haven't put one in since there's a new oil pump. So, and then of course the single smelter and steel press and all the steel roller and stuff like that. You can get the old storage container back. They took this out of the game when they came out with the new conveyors, but they brought it back, and of course it's in the workbench section now. Of course, concrete, rough concrete, polished concrete, all that's the same. Fuel, all that's the same. So everything there is the same. Then we're going to go to factory and production. And so we'll go through the production here. It says here's the asphalt plant. You put gravel in, you get asphalt out, and then you can put that asphalt in that paver and make a road. The bar roller. Now this is kind of out of order, so bear with me. But like I said, there was some inline smelters now that you can just run your stuff right through your plant into a smelter, and then when it comes out of the smelter, it comes out melted like this, and you get iron, and then you put it through this bar roller, and it turns the melted ore into ingots, and that's what the bar roller does. And then of course the beam roller, you get steel bloom and comes out as steel beams, and then steel bloom comes from a bloom roller, which is melted iron, copper, aluminum, and steel, and it comes out as bloom. We say it's backwards because this, you should have this before you have that. This should be before that, and the smelter should be before this, but it is what it is. So, and the coil screen, that's the same. And a coil roller, now you can take melted ore and make coils. And then of course cone crusher, frother, it's all the same. Here's the high temp smelter. So you put this in line with your plant, with your conveyors, and your iron ore, aluminum, and silicone that go into the high temp. Now this is the high temp smelter. There's two of them. This one only does iron, aluminum, and silicone. Now I think the other one does iron also, but it doesn't do aluminum and silicone. So you kind of have to put these in line with each other. So I usually put the other one, the regular smelter, in first, and let the iron and all the other stuff go through there, and the aluminum and silicone will go right through the other one and come out and go into this one, and then they'll get melted in this one, and then they'll come out the other end, and you can run it through a roller. You can run it through the beam roller. But yeah, that does only aluminum. What did I say? Aluminum, iron, and silicone. Yeah. And then you got your jaw crusher. Now this is just the oil pump. Put this down, it does nothing but pump oil. I think the other one still, I haven't tried it, but I think it still does water and fuel. This one only does oil. They might have took the oil away from that one, seeing how this one does oil, but I'll have to check that out. Of course, this is a plate shear, and what this does is it takes the coils that the coils make and it turns it into iron sheets, or copper or aluminum or steel sheets. Of course, your shaker screen's the same, your sluice box the same. Here's the other smelter, and this smelter takes, it does take iron in this one too, and melts it down. But like I said, it doesn't take silicone or aluminum, so you have to run all your stuff through this one, and it'll melt everything down except the aluminum and the silicone. And then the aluminum silicone, you run it, put the other one in right behind this one, and it'll run through your aluminum silicone will run through that one, and then all your melted stuff will come out the other end, and you can run it into a beam roller. Of course, there's your trommel and your wash plant, and of course this is a water pump, and it says water pumps for the pipelines only works when placed on grass or snow. So I guess you have to place this on grass or snow in the ground, and it'll pump water out. We'll see. I haven't tried it yet, so we'll see how that works. But I'm sure that would be nice if you'd have to run your pipes to a lake or river or something. But I guess you just put it in the ground and it pumps water out of the ground. But that's all the factory stuff as far as production. Conveyors, I think that's all. Everything's the same. No conveyors. Of course, here's the power. If you didn't know yet, you have a coal plant now, which you can run your stuff when you're running your ore through your plant. If you put the coal screen in there, it'll screen out the coal, and then you can run it right into this plant, and it produces, I believe, 2,200 watts of power. Let me see. Yeah, power generated 2,200 watts of power. So there you just run your coal in there, and you got power. You don't have to worry about fuel for a generator or paying high prices for the wind turbines or the solar panels, because that's only $10,000. So that's pretty good. Even though I think the wind turbines give you, well, that's only 1,800 watts. Yeah, that's, you only get 1,800 watts out of that for 113,000. You only get 700 watts out of that for 44, and this is only 10,000, and you get 2,200 watts. So yeah, so that's a cheap way to go. Of course, it uses a lot of coal, but and I always have this and usually a backup wind turbine. So if I run out of coal, I still got something going there. So um, and of course, you got your generators and your name and your power inputs and stuff like that. You have put these at the end of your hoppers, and or in line with, somehow put it in line with your conveyors in order to push your ore down the line. It's not like before. If you don't have power hooked up, it won't go nowhere. It'll just sit in that conveyor and won't go anywhere. And of course, here's your poles, pylons, and uh, these are poles and these are pylons you hang on the side of walls and stuff like that. And that's it for the power. Now let's look at the new. This is pipeline. This is new. So this is what you push your water through, and it's just like the conveyors. You got your ups and your downs and your splits and your rights and your lefts to push your water around. So, all right, we're gonna go back to production, and I'm trying to remember, because I was running this stuff, tried this stuff out on my playthrough. Was it last night? Night before? I can't remember now. I was getting old. I can't remember stuff anymore. But it was either last night or the night before. But I was running through and trying to figure out how I could run this stuff through. So I want to separate my dirt, but I know the trommel will spit out your pay dirt and your dirt, and then you can. And I used to run the trommel. I used to run the trommel first, and it will push everything through except the pay dirt and the dirt. And the pay dirt and the dirt would come out the backside, and then I would run the pay dirt through the sluice box, and the sluice box would push out the dirt and keep everything else in the sluice box. But I don't want to keep it in a sluice box now, because then I have to go get it and put it back in line so it can go through the smelters. So what I was trying to come up with was a way I could run it through there, and I think I had it running through the wash plant. So pay dirt goes through here and it comes out as gold, diamond, rubies, or silicone, and the dirt comes out with it. Then I run it through the trommel, right? So then we run it through the trommel, and anything that the pay dirt produced will go right on through the trommel, and only dirt will come out of the back of the trommel. That's how I had it set up yesterday, I believe. So, or day before. So let's go ahead and let's get us a wash plant and a trommel. And let's go ahead and do that, and then we'll get some conveyors and stuff, and I'll figure out. I know I'm going to need a hopper. I know I'm going to need some, at least one up, and maybe a 4x4, an 8x6 and a 4x4, to get high enough to get that trommel off the ground. Because you have to leave enough room, so it has to be at least one block high off the ground. The trommel does, so you can put the hopper in behind it on the ground, and it catch everything that comes out, and then you run that off into. We need some straights. So where's my straights? Let's get about 4 of those, and then you could get a chute to drop it down in, but I don't use the chute. I just go up here to the Quest buildings, and I'm going to buy this cell point. Okay, let's go put this stuff in line and see what we got. So I'm starting right here, so I want to put this plant. Let's flatten this out real good. Flatten this. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but I got the TV on low in the background. I'm trying to listen to the news because I worked all day and I didn't hear what was going on in the world. Oh, I've got the most important thing, didn't I? I sure did. Let's go back to the store. I need conveyors. I need this. Yeah, I can't do much without that. So let's put the big hopper down. Alright, so it's headed the right way. So let's put it down here. I don't want to get too close to that coal, because I'm going to need to get it at some point. So, alright, let's put it right there. Let's go up with an 8. And then I want to go up with the 4. And I want to put the wash plant in line. And everything will come through the wash plant. And then I want to put this in line. And everything will go through there now. It should be, except dirt. So if I, will this set up where I want it to? No. No, I can't. It's hard to get that in line and lined up correctly, so we're going to do this, guys. We're going to go in here to the store, and I'm going to buy some rough concrete blocks. Let's get about 10. That ought to work. And then I don't want a snap build. I want a grid build. I don't like that. Don't like that at all. Oh, that's what I forgot to do. Let's go back to the store. Right now we're going right here down to equipment, hand tools, and we are going to sell this pickaxe, the shovel, and the sledge. Go back to purchase a fast pickaxe, a fast shovel, and a fast sledge. And I'm going to move the sledge right there. Okay. That's better. Alright, so now I need to set these up. That's not, I don't know. Snap build. Snap build won't. That will. Okay. Alright, so let's go and get these other ones out of here now and take them back. There we go. Alright, so now we can put our hopper running up against there. Perfect. Now see, it'll come off that conveyor and drop right in this hopper. And we'll move that because we're going to have to put an input behind that to push it this way. And I need it straight off of there. I don't think I want to go that far, so let's go to get the buildings out, the equipment. Let's go to conveyors and get a, I don't know, let's get, it's only 1,500, so let's get one of them, and one of them, and that way we can see what we want to do. So there's the, I think we need to go at least that far. I'll get my axe and cut this tree down out of the way. Boom. You too. Boom. Alright. So now, what do I need? I need my cell point. And if I put it, let's put it on grid build. I'll put it right there. What's that look like? It's going to drop in there. Yeah, but it's in not. It's in the ground. I don't like it in the ground like that. Let's come out. Let's take that off. Let's put the 3 on there, and then see how the cell point looks. That looks better. But if I'm do that, I think I'm going to have to put a chute on it. I think I'm going to have to put a chute on it if I do that because it's too far down. So let's get a chute and put the chute on it. There you go. So make sure the chute, make sure it drops right dead in the center of that thing. Good. All right. All right, that takes care of the dirt. Now everything else is going to come out of here. All the other ores will come out of here. So we have to run them into, did I run them all into a smelter? No. I think I had the coal screen in line there, I believe. Let me see. That looks right. Yeah, that looks right. But I'm going to have to pick it up. So I need an up. I need at least a up by 4. And then the coal screen. Yeah, they're into the thing, so I don't like that. So we'll put it to the back of this. Alright, we'll get them back. Because I'll need them to reach the other end over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's good enough. Alright. Which means I'm going to need another chute right there. So let's get us another chute. Which money I got? 194,000. Got to watch my money. Get us another chute. Put it right there. Because we might have to put some of this stuff in the storage tank until we can get the rest of this stuff in line. So then that puts everything else goes through that, and only coal comes out the bottom. And I'm gonna go ahead, I think, and dig this out, dig this down right here. I don't know how far this thing can go out. I'm just going to dig it down a good ways right here. Kind of get it flattened down a little bit. We'll dig it down and then I'll take the spade shovel and we'll flatten it out. Alright, that's good enough. Let's go ahead and flatten it out a little bit. Alright, let's go see how much the coal plant was. Coal plant was, that's the smelters. What was the coal plant? Was that in power? Yeah, it was in power. So it's 10,000, so we'll get it. And we're gonna put it right there. Yeah, see, I knew it. I knew it. Gotta take that out. I don't like that. That just drives my OCD. I'm sorry, guys. Drives my OCD crazy. Drives my OCD batty trying to. Where are we at on time? Well, 24 minutes in. All right, so we'll try to keep this about an hour long because We may get to digging today. I don't know if I can get this plant set up quick enough. Alright, where's my shovel? I think that's good enough. Let's see. Alright, there we go. Alright, it is what it is. I'm not going down any deeper than that. It's fine. Over here, just fine. Alright, so now you got your connector right there. Connect your wires to your the rest of your. I gotta dig this out now. I shouldn't have turned around and looked at that, guys. I really shouldn't have. There we go. There. But you got your connectors right there, so you can do everything. And do I have enough to? So everything else comes out of here. So now I can make this turn right, or I can put it and I think what come out of this was, I think I had, it's only $10,000 for the smelter, so I'm going to grab it. And the high temp smelter is only $10,000, so I'm going to grab it. And then I think I had the bar roller. And then I had a, we'll go back up here to the quest buildings, or the workbenches, because I had one of these kind of storage containers. I don't like them others. I just don't like the way they look. The straight up and down ones. So let's see. Let's get all our tools up in here. So I want to go with the regular smelter. And I think I want to turn it. I'm going to turn it. I think I got enough money to buy. Yeah. So I want to get a conveyor, a left, and then a left again. I think I want 2 lefts. So let's take a left and then a left again. Yeah, that's good. And then we'll put the smelter in, and we'll put some bricks and stuff under it later on. And then you put the high temp smelter in, and then you put the bar roller in. Nope, not that. That's not what I want to put in there. Get out of there. You put the let's get this straight out of there. We'll get our thing up, get our container up in there. Let's get that out of there. Put our bar roller up in there. We need to put our tractor up in there. Alright, so we need to put the bar roller up there. Let me make sure we're not in the way of our. How come I don't want to connect to that? I should connect to that. Alright, maybe I gotta put her straight in there. Let's see if we can do it. Put her straight in there and then put that in there. Why isn't that connecting to that? We might have to use one of them other storage containers, guys. I don't understand why this won't connect to that. Alright. I guess it's just for storage. So we're going to put that down there. We're going to go in there and get one of these big, tall storage containers. I hate them things. These things right here, they are. I just don't like them. But if I get that, I really don't need that single in there because it's going to be in the way. There. Alright, well, that's out of the way, I guess. Because we're digging right here. We can come out and drive around. Worst comes to worst, which I know worse is going to come to worse. You know, alright, I've changed my mind again. Bear with me, guys. So, let's go with a right. Go with a right, and then we'll go with our smelter. Then we'll go with the high temp smelter. Get this tree out of the way. Why can't I get the tree out of the way? Is it because it's underneath the smelter? There it goes. Alright. Maybe get this one too. And probably this one. Which I'll need it anyway, because I'll need the wood planks to make block, or yeah, the wood beams to make blocks to block this stuff up. So then the bar roller, right? And then the storage container. Alright, so that should be the plant. That should be the plant. Now what I need is, how much money do I have? 123. So got to go to the power, and I need an input. Now how much is this one? This is 5 times, and it's $55,000, right? So I want to put that one, I want to get that one, because this one needs to go in, because that's the longest line right there. So that's going to take a lot of power to push all of them conveyors and through all them, that machinery. So we'll put this one here, and then I'm going to open it up and see what it is. Yeah, see, 926 kilowatts to push all that. So it's a good thing I bought this one. Now I need to go get another one. I need 2 more. So I need to go one here for the dirt. So, but I only need a 1 speed there for the dirt. You know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna get 2 of them. I only need 2 of them, 1 speed. So there's a 1 speed for the dirt and a 1 speed for the coal power plant. Now I need power cables. About 10 of these ought to do it. And because I'm gonna need some power poles, so I need one right in the center here, I think. So how much money I got? 65,000. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'll do it. So 1 right here. Yeah. And then I'm gonna need 1 probably right there. And I'm gonna need 1 to go right there. But do I want that on the front side of that? I don't think so. I think I want that on the back side of that. So it's not in the way of my dumping. Yes, yes, yes. So we need to come over here and put it right there, maybe? Well, where my cables reach. Cable to... No. So I'm going to bring this one down this way just a little more. Alright, now let's see if my cables will reach. Come on, connect. Connected. Yes. Connected. 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 And oh. Connected. And connected. All right. So we got everything connected. Let's see if we can get a little bit of coal to run this plant. So let's get a little bit of coal going here. Alright, now I'll give you enough till I can get over here with the tractor and dig some up. So let's run over here and hit A and stick this in and take all this coal and stick it in there and then turn this thing on. It's giving me 2200 watts, which means I can take some wire, take that to that, turn that one on, that to that, turn that one on. See, that's how you tell, guys. See, it's the unit is only using 207 kilowatts, but the grid has 333 kilowatts on it. So, and this one, it's using 126 kilowatts, and the grid is only 333. So, this grid's going to be, well, I think it was 926 or something like that. So there to there. So it's using 926 kilowatts, but the grid has 1259 kilowatts on it. So we're good there. Everything's going good. Let's put our loader down. Go dig us up some coal first. I think I saved enough money. Not very much, but we got enough money. Focus driver, that's what I want. We got enough money, we can get a couple blocks, because like I said, I want to dig down at an angle, and I want to use the blocks to help me get turned this way a little bit, to help me figure out if I'm at the right angle or not. Alright, here's the test, guys, and we'll dump this in there and we'll see if our plant is working like it should. See, everything's going up through there. The dirt's getting dropped in there. What happened here? What the crap happened there? That was not good. Whatever it was, didn't work like it's supposed to, that's for sure. Alright, let's go put this dirt in. That's a good thing about these hoppers too. You can take this right here, take all this dirt, stick it in there and just hit consume and watch it go. Did it go? Must have went. But everything's turning. Let's go see how much coal went in our plant. Oh, we got a bunch of dirt in our plant too. That's not good. But we did. We got 869 coal. See, so that's, yeah, that was good. That was a good haul. All right. So let's go put this dirt in the hopper. Through the wash plant, through the trommel. Thought I saw something in there. Did it go in the wash? Okay, no, it didn't go in the coal plant that time. Alright, let's see. I'm going to get one more load of coal just to be on the safe side. Keep our plant going. You gotta be kidding me, I'm out of fuel already? Wow, they don't really start you out with much fuel, do they? It's gonna cost me, what, $2 grand for fuel? To buy a fuel tank? Fuel tank, $2,000. Alright, let's see. I might as well go ahead and just set it right here. Oh, it's close to the tractor. Alright. That's another load of coal here. See it run through. Yeah, see it's all dropping off in there and running into the plant. How are we getting all this dirt going through there? I don't know why the dirt's getting through there. The dirt should not be getting through the trommel. But we got 1,449 coal. How is the dirt getting through the trommel? The dirt should be coming out of the bottom of the trommel. Alright, it dropped in there that time. Alright, so we're at 25. All right, we're filling up when we got enough. All right, so let's go. I want to place. Scott, come on. I'm gonna take these blocks and put my blocks up here. Get rid of that. Nah, I don't need them up there. I don't need that up there. That up there. All right. So if I place these blocks, right there. Yep, and then I want one underneath it. Yep, like that. And go 4 crossed. Just like that. How's that? Not good. Not good. Not straight at all. Right, so. Grid build. Alright, so grid build puts us like that. Like that. Like that. Alright, so. Now, if I go back to my blocks here, my rough concrete, and buy this one, see how that looks. One, 2, 3, 4. I could probably come to the other side and do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. I want to get 8 because I want to try something else. So go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and that's my ramp up and my ramp down. Now if I take the other ones and I go no, it won't do it. So I actually have to go down the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4. But I don't have enough money. Okay. Alright, so we're just going to do it like that. We're going to use that as a guide. What I do want to check on though in the store equipment. $13,000. I need $13,000 for that GPS receiver. So. And dig me a path down there. We'll see how this works. Alright, so the dirt's coming up and going in there like it's supposed to and getting sold. Anything else go through here? Yeah, cool. See, there you go, guys. I got my diamond ore, got my ruby ore. So we take the gold and the silicone. And we can go ahead and get the diamond and the rubies out of there too. And we're going to sell them because we need the money. So go to sell. Let's gonna give me a couple $1,000. It's gonna be $168. So is that gonna get me enough to buy a wash plant? Workbenches. 7,200. Nope. I have to do that a couple more times to get enough to buy a workbench. So I can turn these these ruby ore and diamond ore into actual rubies and diamonds. Alright, I'm going to try to just keep it kind of level for now. Just dig across that level spot. Try to, just enough to get me some money going here. Well, I should start. Yeah, see that dirt going off through there? That dirt going off through there, and it's bringing up money right now. I'm up on 4,000 already just for that dirt. Look at all that dirt still going through there. Even though we're digging pay dirt, some of it's actually dirt, so. Remember, I got to get $7,200 to get at least one of those wash plants, portable wash plants. Alright. We're at 52. $52. This is going to be the entrance to the plant, guys, or to the mine. I'm going to run straight down at an angle for a while, see how far we can get down before we hit some blasted rock or something we can get some good stuff out of. Gravel, platinum. As soon as I get to that big hill, probably next scoop, then we'll go down another layer. And 69. This ought to get me to 72. So let's jump out here. Now look at all that dirt. Let's go see what's come out in our storage over here. So we will get some. Oh yeah, huh? Look at there. We will get some blocks and stuff under that to make it look more realistic. I need to put some blocks. I need to put a set of blocks right under this one. Right there. Probably right there. Some there. In this corner. Probably in that corner and this corner. All underneath that big smelter and that smelter, and then underneath the bar roller and the storage plant. Yeah, so we'll need some. We may just make that all concrete, but oh, what's it doing? Oh, I was gonna buy. We need to go to the store. I'm gonna buy this. Have 7,700, so I'm gonna buy that. Oh, and I'm gonna sell. I want to sell my gold, 9,000. Good job. Silicone, 7,800. And I want to put this wash plant. I'm going to put it right. I'm going to put it right there. I'm going to come up to it and I'm going to go 999 because that's all you can do now. Used to just be 99, but now you can do 999, 999, almost 1,000. And which one do I have more of? So the diamond ore got less. So I'm going to do the diamond and then the ruby. And we'll start producing through that. And while that's producing, we'll go dig some more for a little bit more. We did get digging today. We're almost at the hour mark, so this will be episode 1. And we'll get in here, season 2, and see if yeah, we'll call that almost made it to the thing. We'll go down another layer here if we can. $11,000. I could probably go buy another wash plant. We ought to do that. We'll end it there probably. So we go down and we go to the store here, get another wash plant, and put it right beside this one. And then we'll go in here, we'll take these rubies out. We'll have one that does rubies and one that does diamonds. There we go. Now, one that does rubies and one that does diamonds. Now, I wanted to try that production. I wanted to try this. It's only $1,500. I'm going to buy it. Just for shits and giggles. Oh, I got to put it somewhere where I can power it. That's right. So let's go over here. You said you had to have it on grass. So I'm going to put it right. says will work if placed here. So let's put it this way. And how much is one of these? 1,500 watts. Only $1,500. Cool. So if I go like that and put it up against there, and can I run another power cable off of that? I mean, where's my power cables? Yep, run the power cable off that. Nope, too far. Alright, well, I got poles, don't I? Yeah, I got poles. So let's stick these poles up here. No. Okay, so I can't come off of that to another pole. Alright. I only have one connection off of that. Alright, so how about let's just see if I can do this. Come off that pole. Yep, down to there. No, it's not realistic. I'll change it later. I just want to see if this thing's going to work. Nothing coming out. Nothing coming out. So I gotta turn this on. How do I turn this on? Huh. I'm gonna have to read up on the wiki on that, guys, to see how we turn that on. Let's just see if we can go to power pipeline. Let's see if we can get a pipe. I don't want a merger. I don't want a splitter. Let's get a straight piece of pipe here. I still got enough to buy it. Hope it's filling up with water. Alrighty, guys, it's filling up with water. Look at that. Wonder what kind of, where can you take it to dump it, or to, what do you hook it to get it out? Or can you just take the barrel out? No. No. Okay. But it is working. All right. We're in that there, guys. Thanks for watching. We will start episode 2 next week, or maybe even later on this week. We'll see how it goes. We'll steal these diamonds real quick. Steal these rubies here real quick, because rubies are really good. Alright, we see the diamonds. I'm only got 5,000 for those diamonds, and I'm going to get 3,000 for the rubies. The diamonds were more. Maybe I had more diamonds, because I think the rubies will get you more money. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I'm looking at the analytics the other day, and 90% of you guys who watch aren't subscribed. So if you don't mind, hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to get to that 1,000 subscribers. And guys, we will, as always, love each other, be kind to each other. God bless, and we will see you in the next video.